And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the New York Mets. Well, Singy, he's been really up against it lately. Major struggles at the plate, but perhaps today he gets it going again.
Yeah, Boog, he needs to find his rhythm out there and just simplify his mindset in the box. I know it's easier said than done, but you just got to see the ball, hit the ball.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway, and our pitcher in this game, Kodai Senga.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Ready to go now? So in now for Colorado, Tyler Freeman. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Out towards right center field. Robert sizing this one up. Nabs it, and there's one away. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
One out, bases empty. Just missed.
Outside, ball.
That's out to center field. Robert moves under it. They got it for out number 2.
Batting third, catcher Hunter Goodman.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Hunter Goodman. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
That one misses, and the count is 2-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That misses, and now it's 3-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Downstairs, and it misses ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So 2 down. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. What a stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Back here at Citi Field, getting the nod in this one, Chase Dollander. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one popped up. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luis Robert Jr. digs in now. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it to Tolia. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third.
There's a Mets
Third
lineup now.
baseman,
Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Now before the 1-1, time is called. Man at second. Ouch, that one drilled him. To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Luke.
Runners in the corners here, one away. And now it's Juan Soto.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Soto, swing and a drive, deep right field. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here comes the runner from third, and the Mets score first. It's 1-0.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. And strike 2.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Third home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
Already playing with they're having a great time out there. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
That to right. Moniak snags it, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC. Top of the second,
Leading
down
off
the left
for
fielder,
Colorado,
Trevor
left
Larnach.
fielder, Trevor Larnach.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Digging in, Ezequiel Tovar. The 2-1.
That's high. That's a ball.
right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
And ball four to a board.
Take your base.
Oh, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a
the
hurry in these
designated
situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
First and second. No. Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's now a 2-run game.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Michael Toglia. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And that one fouled off.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
In the air, center field. Robert moves under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to move up to third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him, but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
Jorge Mateo now. The 2-1. And there's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning, and now the DH, Brett Beatty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Now time called at the plate. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
Man,
2-2.
That was pretty gross right there.
Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Ronnie Mauricio now. This to center field. Freeman coming on. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Foul ball there. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Mets go down quickly, but they still lead it 3-1. New inning getting started. And now Tyler Freeman.
He's not the power guy, but he can hurt you to all parts of the ballpark.
That one to first. Polanco takes it to the bag and 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
Third baseman, Burnabell.
Warming Bernabel digging in for the Rockies. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Laced to right center, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, catcher Hunter Goodman.
Now Hunter Goodman. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
That's a ball.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Check swing, called strike. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Rockies strand 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Well,
he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some. Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
So here's Robert now. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. The delivery to Robert. In the air, out towards right center. Moniak. He makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman Reggie Crawford.
Reggie Crawford, the next to hit.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
He swings and fouls one off. The 1-2. That one missed. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is outside. Juan Soto waiting to hit for the Mets. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Trevor Larnach. Swing and a ground ball. And he takes it himself for the out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. On the ground, right side, and he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Well, looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Next for the Rockies is the DH.
2-1.
In the dirt. And there's a ball.
3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
There's a swing and a miss. Man at first, one away. Got him. That K is his third of the game.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling. You think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
And here is Michael Toglia. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Tovar leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 left for Colorado, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers.
Soto.
Ripped on the ground to second. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, first baseman Jorge Polanco.
And now, Jorge Polanco. Inside, and
That
hit
hit
him.
him. Batter, take your base.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco.
Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Freeman makes the play. Back to first, and they got him. Double play. So they go quietly there. We've played 4. It's the Mets 3 and the Rockies 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Second baseman Jorge Mateo.
That one fouled off. Next offering
2-2.
is in the dirt. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder Tyler Freeman.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Swing and a pop-up. Polanco gets under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout.
No, I'm not that cruel. But someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to. Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Rockies. And they still trail it here 3-1.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, Brett Baty. Designated hitter, Brad Beatty.
We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One, two now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone
Now
right
batting.
there. They look really good
baseman,
coming in, but
Ronnie
so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, number 11.
Now here is Carson Benj.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Two outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Moniak makes the play, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're through 5. It's the Mets 3 and the Rockies 1. Back here in Queens, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Hunter Goodman. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. Wasn't able
next
to elevate
for
that one, but he
Colorado,
sure
right
hit it
fielder,
hard enough to
Mickey
get through the infield.
Moniak.
There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And now, Mickey Moniak. Ground ball right side. Down the line, and it's foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. In the air, left field. Soto going after it. He's got it. And there's one away.
Up next for Colorado, left fielder Trevor Larnach.
Here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
There's the strike. And that one hammered. That's back there. Gone. He shoots one out to right. His first homer of the year. It's 3-3.
How in the world did he manage to hit that one out? It wasn't even in the strike zone. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Sean Manaea.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Pitch. Persuasive with the speech, abrasive with the heat. Don't care what people think, I'm important to me.
Manaea winds and deals. Fouled off down the right side. Pitch misses. 2-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
On the ground to third. Zips it to first. And that is out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Yanquiel Fernandez.
Next is the designated hitter. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're the top half of the 6th. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Robert sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Lucas Gilbreth.
Now pitching for Colorado, number 58, Lucas Gilbreth.
Here's Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Fly ball down the line, and it's out of play, a foul ball.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Time call. Hit hard on the ground is short. Sends it to Tolia, and they take care of Robert for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Reggie Crawford.
Reggie Crawford up now for the Mets. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up, all tied up at 3 apiece. And we're back, top of inning number 7. So in now for Colorado, Michael Tolia. That one fouled off. 2-2. Goes down looking. Next for Colorado, Jorge Mateo.
Jorge Mateo.
That's a ball.
And that drops in for a strike.
Down to full.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Freeman hits it in the air. Touches down. That's a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Now batting, third baseman, Warming Bernabel.
Now the third baseman, Warming Bernabel. On the ground to short. Tosses across to first, and that'll do it. The Rockies strand 1. Score remains tied at 3.
Pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
44.
Jimmy Herget.
Jimmy Herget.
Here's Juan Soto.
Leading off for the
He's a
Mets,
big, strong guy,
left
can untie
fielder,
this game
Juan
with one swing.
Soto.
Next pitch
2-1.
misses way outside. And that's outside.
3-1.
This one in the air. Goodman under it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jorge Polanco.
And next for the Mets, Jorge Polanco.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Uh-oh, that
Take
got
the
him.
base.
And the potential winning run is aboard.
Now batting, the catcher,
So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Swings and he breaks his back. Slings to first in time.
now batting,
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting one out of it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Yeah, that's fouled off. One and two now. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Mets strand 1, still tied 3-3. So there it is. The crew chief has made the decision, and they're going to delay the game. The weather just too much to keep playing right now.
Well, hopefully the break isn't too long. I think this could pass through pretty quickly, Boog, but I'm no weatherman. I do know this. These pitchers want to be able to stay in the game, so we'll
leading
see.
off for the Rockies,
We welcome you
catcher,
the field. And it's done raining here at the ballpark, so we can get back to action. Sean Manaea back on the mound after the delay, and stepping in to face him, Hunter Goodman.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Go ahead run on Polanco. Feed to second, that's one. Relay to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive and foul ball. In the air to left center. Soto hauls it in to end the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Victor Vodnik.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
Second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years, and what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity at spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
And here is Carson Benj. And a count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Hit on the ground to the right side. Handles, throws to first. Lindor retired. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. Through 8 full. All tied up at 3 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. So in now for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. Manager out of the dugout. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Devin Williams.
And boom, the offense needs to be ready for the screwball. It's not a pitch you see very often, so it's tough to pick up, and it's a good one.
In the dirt.
2-1.
Now 2 balls and a strike. That one is absolutely belted. Into the corner, but foul. Lifted in the air, out to left. Soto under this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Fastball for a strike. Now 1-2. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Slings it across, and he's out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Tolia.
Michael Tolia digging in for the Rockies. Here's a 1-1. That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's
No, that's
downstairs.
low. Ball.
3 balls and a strike. Jorge Mateo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. That's hard hit on the line. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. All tied up at 3 apiece. So bottom of the ninth, Luis Robert now.
So this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And that one fouled off. Fights it off. He'll see another.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Got him swinging.
Well, there's no shorting up with 2 strikes right there. I mean, it looked to me like he had one thing on his mind, and that was trying to end this ball game. You know, it's kind of surprising since he was leading off this inning, but when you look at the long ball and how often it's relied upon in terms of scoring runs, being able to win ball games, I guess I'm not so surprised with the way he went after that with 2 strikes.
And now here is Reggie Crawford. Swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
Oh, and he lost the handle on that one. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Almost
2
got
and
him.
2.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
That's down and in.
2
One
balls, 2
down,
strikes.
winning run on first. Breaking ball misses down and away.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.